So hi, my name is Cindy Toh, and I am the head of expansion region for Grab. So in Grab, those would be two markets, Myanmar and Cambodia. I actually come from the Philippines, but I've been living in Yangon since 2019. So as the expansion region head, I take care of country operations, business and service expansion, strategic investments and partnership deals across the two countries. In Myanmar, our businesses are concentrated in transportation, which you would also know as ride hailing, and on demand delivery, particularly around food delivery and grocery delivery. So, when we came into Myanmar in March of 2017, we actually launched with Grab Taxi, which is an on demand ride hailing service for the taxis that you see, right? Which made it a whole lot more convenient for passengers here to get from one place to another place. And then in 2018, we expanded it to Mandalay. Um, and from there, we had other services like in Mandalay, we actually have a three-wheel service called Grab Tone Bane. So late last year, we launched Grab Food. And earlier this year, Grab Mart, which is an on-demand grocery delivery service. Then apart from transportation and uh, delivery, which is what the public would be more familiar with, we actually have a segment that's called Grab for Business, wherein we offer a business solution to different corporations and small business owners, wherein they could better manage their transportation expenses in a cashless, postpaid manner. And we also have a segment that's called Grab Ads, which is an offline to online or vice versa um, a way for advertisers and companies to reach a bigger target market. So, you know, those Grab taxis that you see with stickers, like branded stickers, and then the ads that you receive on the app, that's all under Grab ads. So I cannot share the exact numbers. What I can say is that we've, always welcomed competition, right? It's very good. It's healthy for the industry. It keeps us on our toes. Um, Looking at how much we've invested into Myanmar, and we still believe. I mean, the ecosystem that we built here, we believe we're still in the best position to be a key player in the food delivery industry in years to come, right? And our priority right now is to make sure that we're able to really focus our energies into improving service reliability, coming out with the best deals in partnership with different restaurants and business owners. And of course, be able to support this with other fundamentals like having a great customer service, for example. So these are the things that we're investing in to make sure that we remain to be a great player, a reliable player in this industry. So in every market where Grab exists, right, our philosophy has always been, to invest long term in the community and bring about real positive impact. So actually, your second question is a very good question, because it talks about how we're committed to helping the local economy grow. If you look at the work that we've done in Myanmar, it's actually um, centered around what we call digitization, right? From the time we brought in the taxis, we've brought in the drivers onto our platform, and back then the drivers um, they really didn't even have bank accounts, right? So this being providing the service was our way of putting them into the digital world and giving them additional income opportunities. And it's the same thing we do with the Grab Food bikers today. Um, Not just that, if you look at the restaurant partners that we are working with, right? And there's what, more than 1,500 of them now on the platform. Um, that that actually provides a critical boost to their business, especially now that with COVID and the pandemic. Um, this is our way of making sure everyone can leverage on this time and that their business manages to stay afloat. We're actually quite amazed by how uh, deliveries have grown in Yangon. When I first moved to Yangon, I could hardly see a bicycle on the road. I'm telling you, and that was just 2 years ago. I maybe I could see maybe in 1 week one bicycle, and now they're everywhere, right? Which proves to you just how deliveries have grown. If I talk, I can't release very specific numbers, but if I look at um, Grab Food, I would say that based from the launch time to now, we've seen the business grow more than 24 times. We've seen um, more than 50% of the users that have come in to Grab Food. These were not Grab taxi users. So these were very, very new to Grab. Yeah. So that in itself shows growth. And then if you look at the active restaurant partners that we have, that has grown by at least 80%. And for every one of these merchants, as we call them, the increase in the revenues is very different, right? But so you can have anywhere from 20 times to some even 40 times higher, right? Um, all in all, what we can say is that we've seen a significant increase in the revenues from both. And we're happy to continue working with the merchants to make sure their business continues to grow because it's a win-win for both Grab and, of course, everyone in the ecosystem. We work with a lot of data, a lot of real-time data. I can tell how many people are ordering from a particular restaurant at any given time. I know how many people are taking a ride to a particular place at any given time, right? So, with all these data that we have, our primary goal right now is to make sure that we use this data to keep on making the experience a better one for the consumers, right? To solve the issues that they have every day. So, for example, the data that we get, we are able to optimize how we design the app, how we put out features um, to help us offer services or food options, for example, that are more customized and suited to the user, right? That data also that we get helps us understand where the bottlenecks are. For example, let's say our commitment to deliver food has to be anywhere within 30 to 40 minutes. But if food is being delivered at a much longer time, then we study this data and we find out, is it at the restaurant, is it the driver who's taking a longer time to go there, and all these things, and we study that, and that's how we are able to effectively position our drivers and as well as put in measures in place to be able to remove I guess those blockages, right, and make the experience better. So, and then the insights that we generate from sales data, we work with our business partners, the restaurants, the grocery owners. We work with them. We are able to advise them which items are out of stock, which particular categories are are what people want, right? We can even highlight new products that they want to launch, and by being on the platform, we can give them access to Grab's very big consumer base. Grab's always been very committed to safety on the platform, and not just in Myanmar, not just in Cambodia, it's across all markets. We're really very serious about this. Since the beginning, when we were promoting Safer Every Day and we were launching features that made sure people who took our services felt very safe, right? This COVID period is no different. Since the beginning of the year, I believe it was late January. So we commenced our initiatives, which meant that we distributed face masks, sanitizers. We had to train all the bikers and drivers, right, to make sure that they know how to handle food properly, to do social distancing, to make sure they know how to report if they're feeling unwell, or if say they feel that the passenger that they have is unwell, they also know what's the mechanism to report them, right? And if we also established what we call a partner relief fund, wherein if any of our driver partners, if they get quarantined or they are diagnosed, we do provide a subsidy to them, at least for the time that they are quarantined. This is Grab's way of helping them.